Okay, a quick recording today. I think it's going to be fairly straightforward, and we've touched upon a few things in the past, but I still want to make sure that I offer a chance to kind of provide the same information in a video format as well. So this week we're looking at our final week together, and we are looking at exam tree and practical tree. So before I go any further, I wanted to start with this slide and acknowledging that when we first met I believe now 17 weeks ago, we had a ton of material ahead of us. And this week marks us having come to the end of it, and that you taking your final exam and final practical test regarding the study material. So yes, you definitely did it, and I'm so incredibly proud of you for doing so. So today I wanted quickly to recap the plan for the week. This week is a little different with the due date for the exam tree and practical tree being on Wednesday. I also have already provided it as an announcement and in our last live online session, but I still want to take a moment to go through the exam tree and practical tree in terms of what to expect on those. I'll also make an announcement about a couple of other things and also how the process will end. So this week is a short week. I'm asking you to have your exam tree and practical tree submitted by Wednesday, which I believe is 11th. So in just a few days. Similarly, I ask that all other work that you want to count towards your final grade, other than exam and practical tree, were due last night. So I've updated your grade book. It should be fairly reflective of where your grade is standing, with the exception of still pending the exam tree and practical tree. So exam tree covers 4 chapters. We're covering the chapter 12, Introduction to Nervous System, chapter 14, the Central Nervous System, chapter 13, Peripheral Nervous System, and chapter 15, the Autonomic Nervous System. This exam will include 22 questions. They might be true-false questions, they might be complete a sentence, they might be multiple choice, they might be questions where there's multiple correct answers, there might be some drop-down menu questions, and so on. You have time limit for completing this exam. Most of my students finish with plenty of time to spare, but do remember that once you open the exam, you should finish it on one go. This is a non-proctored open book test, so you're welcome to use your notes. I really think that you might not have enough time if you're going to look up every question. So answer to the questions as you know them the best. If you need to check any of those, you can totally do so. One big help that many of my students have found for this exam is, as always, review your quizzes from the chapters that are being tested. That gives you a great idea of what kind of material and what level I'm looking for. Practical tree follows the same format, the same chapters 12, 14, 13, and 15. So Intro to Nervous System, CNS, PNS, and ANS. This test will have 15 questions, 30 minutes to answer to those, and it is a single setting test. So once you start it, you should finish it on the same go. Again, open book, open notes. You will be presented pictures, and then you will need to identify the correct thing from that picture based on or from the answer options that I've given you. Again, if you think how to prepare for this practical, review your practice anatomy assignments from homework from the past. Finally, before we finish this recording, I wanted to remind you, if you have not yet had a chance to do so and wish to do so, you will have received an email to your college email address. So I believe it's at maricopa.edu with a link to providing evaluation of this course and myself as your instructor. We value that feedback, and it's very useful for us as we develop this course further, and also for my supervisors as they assess the continuity of employment of our probationary faculty members. In order to incentivize you to do this survey, I do provide extra credit for anyone who completes it and submits a screenshot of the completion to the end of semester feedback activity area. So some of you might be asking what happens after Wednesday when you have submitted your exam and practical. I wait until I get these back from everyone, and then I will finalize your grades. At that time, you will see an announcement from me coming through, and you will also receive an individual message from me sharing where your final grade landed. And there's a little bit of maybe 24 hours or so, more or less, for us to discuss if you have concerns about your grade, and then those grades get passed to the registry. Once I pass the grades to the registry, I do not change them, so keep an eye of your email in case you do feel that your grade is not reflective where it should be. That's definitely the time to get hold of me before I submit those further. And that really is all there is to this week. It certainly has been my pleasure working with you this semester. I will be providing further details, a little bit of a thank you to you, and also details in case you ever need things like references or if there's something else that I can help with the final message that I send you with your final grade. So that brings us to the end of this session. Once again, thank you so much. Keep an eye of your email, your Canvas messages, and announcements for details so that we get this course nicely wrapped up. I certainly appreciate all of your work and hope that you have a good week, and make sure that you get those final last exam and final last practical submitted by Wednesday. I look forward to seeing you in virtual spaces. Thank you.